Alrighty, so to get in touch with me, I have my contact information here. Alrighty, and I expect you to be present each day. We'll start at the beginning of the period. I expect your absences to be excused when you come back. If they're not excused, then the mean bad zero occurs, right? You know about that. You are to daily check the hub, especially the calendar, so you'll know when quizzes are, when tests are, and also any messages they send you by email. I'm lucky. I get to teach at this school because all students are independent, self-motivated, and self-disciplined. All I have to do is teach, and you guys take care of yourself. It's wonderful. Bring your supplies each day. Respect yourself by always doing your very best. You put your cell phone away as you enter the classroom, not when class starts. Okay? If you need to go to the restroom, you leave your cell phone on your desk. I know that trick. And please, it's just second period. You shouldn't be hungry yet. So no eating or drinking in class. All right? I, as a student, hated pop quizzes. Don't you? They should tell you everything, shouldn't they? So I will try to do that as best I can. Communication is going to be as clear as I can make it. I'll try anyway. So everything will be announced. But if you miss a quiz, there are no makeups. Okay? What will happen is I'll give you the same grade that you get on the test for that quiz. If you are absent, you can make up a test, of course. Now, the understanding is it's when you return. Now, if you're out 2 or 3 days, you're not ready, right, to take a test right when you come back. So, what does previous mean? Before, right? Before you come back, let's call me, email me, let's figure this out. Because it's very awkward if you walk in that day for a quiz or test and tell me then you're not ready. Now, you're allowed one bad day, meaning I will drop your lowest quiz. Okay? We'll just throw it away. It won't affect your grade. You're not allowed to postpone quizzes or tests. There's no such thing as not being prepared. If you attend, you must take the exam. You're here, you take it. Unless, of course, you talk to me beforehand. All right? Homework is collected every day. So I collect it at the end of the period or during the period. If you're absent, you get extra days to do your homework. The same number of days that you were absent are extra days to do your homework. Late assignments will only be collected only until the chapter test. Once we take the test, no more late homework. Because why did you do the homework? Yeah, for the points, I know. But really, it's to learn the material in preparation for quizzes and tests. Right? And what's good about homework is those are free mistakes. What you want to do is make mistakes so you know what to learn. Right? The best learning is when you screw up. Because you say, I'm never going to do that again, right? If you never make a mistake, you're in the wrong class. Please do all your work in pencil. If you did your information sheet in pen, don't worry. I'm not going to fail you today. Maybe tomorrow, but not today. When we go over the homework, you keep your own paper. You take out a non-black pen and you add to your homework as much as you want, because I want you to learn the material. So pencil, your work; pen, my work. I just want you to be honest. Okay. Stuff about laptops and calculators and using it correctly. Okay. If I see you going, you're probably playing a video game, right? If you have a question, raise your hand and wait. Don't raise your hand and talk. Here are the scale for the grades. Now you're so close to that next grade, right? You're borderline. Here's what I will consider. If you have 4 absences or less, if you are never late, if you do all your homework, and or you show improvement or progress. Okay? Then I will consider if you're so close. If you're not so close, doesn't matter. Now, good news or bad news, I like talking to your parents. So they're going to get an email from me every month with your grade. So the good news is you don't have to tell them your grades. They won't have to bug you. They'll know. The bad news is they'll know. And hopefully it'll work out. What was nice is that I've been doing this for a while now, and it's like you see this wonderful progress because people know they're being held accountable and they keep track of things and they grow and progress and do better. It's wonderful. So you sign here. Have your folks sign here. I'll check your parent signature on the day of your first test. That's when I collect portfolios, the day of your first test. All right, now let me talk a little bit about the hub. We'll talk more about it later, but for today, I will have here in the unit the videos and the notes. If you're absent, you can download the notes that you would have gotten in class. You could watch the video, fill it in, and pretend like you're in class if you're absent. So you won't miss anything. And then the information that I just gave on the class standards and on this hub introduction, I'll have that video up here. So you can go back and see what the heck we talked about earlier today. Okay? And the other thing we're going to do on the hub for now is there'll be discussions. So right now, there's questions about course materials, like for today's class standards. If you have a question, what you do is you click on this and you reply and you type in what your question is, whatever it is. Okay? And you go down here and you post it. Now let's say that you have the same question. What I would suggest you do is you like it, the same question. What I do then is the next day, those questions that have the most likes get answered, because I don't have time to answer all the questions. Also, what happens is, like I said, this is a great place to teach. Students answer each other's questions. They'll reply to it, and they'll put their answer down to help you. Or maybe, just maybe, I'll still be up, and I'll answer it that night. Okay? So this discussion thing, I think, is a wonderful way to use the hub and to communicate with each other. I hope that helps.